Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today we're going to be exploring a topic you clearly find fascinating, smart homes.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into your chosen article, How Will Smart Homes Change the Way We Live?
Hmm.
It's like peering into a crystal ball, right?
Yeah.
Not just at the cool gadgets we've got today, but at how technology might transform our homes in the years to come.
Right.
Imagine a house that preheats the oven
Yeah.
before you even get home, or adjusts the lighting based on your mood, or even helps detect early signs of health issues.
Mm.
Pretty wild stuff.
It really is. We're not just talking about incremental improvements here,
Yeah.
but a potential revolution in how we live
Yeah.
and interact with our homes.
Yeah, for sure. So let's start with the basics. The article defines a smart home as a residence decked out with devices you can control remotely or that respond automatically to certain conditions. But what's truly exciting is the tech fueling this revolution. The article highlights the role of AI and machine learning, suggesting our homes won't just be programmed, they'll learn our preferences. Think a thermostat adjusting to your preferred temperature throughout the day without you ever touching it.
Yeah, and even that level of personalization goes beyond just comfort. Imagine an AI assistant that anticipates your needs, like suggesting a recipe based on what's in your smart fridge, or even reminding you to take your medication at the right time. We're seeing a trend across technology where AI is becoming less about giving commands and more about intuitive, almost human-like interaction.
Yeah, it's true. And you know that personalized future. While that sounds pretty neat, I do wonder how it might affect things like grocery stores if our fridges are doing all the shopping for us, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The article also emphasizes energy efficiency as a major driver of smart home development. It mentions things like smart meters giving you real-time feedback on your energy use, which seems super helpful for being mindful of consumption.
Absolutely. And imagine homes equipped to generate their own energy through
Mm.
integrated solar panels and battery storage. We could be looking at a future where houses aren't just consumers of energy, but
Hmm.
producers, which could have huge implications for the energy industry as a whole.
Yeah, for sure. It's like having your own mini power plant. The article also delves into the Internet of Things, or IoT, and how it's intertwined with the rise of 5G networks. They use the example of a smart fridge ordering groceries, which, okay, sounds a little out there, but how exactly do IoT and 5G make all these interconnected gadgets possible?
Think of it this way. IoT is like a nervous system, connecting all these smart devices in your home, allowing them to communicate and share data. And 5G is like the superhighway. That information travels on with speeds and bandwidth that enables seamless communication between all these devices so that smart fridge can instantly send your grocery order. The security system can stream live video without lag, and everything works together in real time.
Okay, I gotcha. It's not just individual gadgets, but a whole interconnected ecosystem. Speaking of futuristic tech, the article talks about voice and gesture control becoming even more sophisticated. We've already got Alexa and Google Assistant. But imagine controlling your lights with a wave of your hand, or adjusting the temperature with your voice. It's like something straight out of Star Trek.
Definitely moving in that direction.
Yeah.
But the technology behind these interactions, things like natural language processing and computer vision, still need some work. Getting machines to understand our intentions and nuances of language is a complex challenge.
So, while controlling everything with our minds might be a bit further off, there's another aspect of smart homes the article focuses on: the potential for revolutionizing healthcare at home. And it's not just about fitness trackers. They're talking about homes that can detect subtle changes that could signal health problems.
Imagine sensors embedded throughout your house, monitoring things like your gait, your sleep patterns, even subtle shifts in your vocal tone. If the system detects something unusual, it could alert you or even notify your doctor, potentially enabling much earlier intervention and treatment.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds like a game changer, especially for folks managing chronic conditions or those who might need extra support as they age. But as we're talking about all this incredible technology, I can't help but wonder about the potential downsides. Is there a risk we become too reliant on these automated systems?
That's a question worth considering. And what about the privacy implications of having a house that's constantly collecting data on our habits and behaviors? As we dive deeper into the article's insights, we'll need to grapple with both the remarkable potential of smart homes and the very real challenges they present.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, so we've laid some groundwork, explored some pretty amazing technology, and even touched on some potential concerns. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's see what other fascinating insights this deep dive reveals as we continue exploring.
Let's let's shift gears now and explore how this technology might reshape daily life. The article paints a vivid picture of a day in the life of someone living in a fully integrated smart home. Imagine arriving home after a long day to find the lights already dimmed, to a relaxing glow, your favorite music playing softly, and the aroma of dinner filling the air.
Okay, that does sound pretty inviting. No more fumbling for light switches or scrambling to figure out what to cook after a tiring day. It's like having an invisible butler, catering to your every need.
Exactly. And think about all the time you'd save. By automating everyday chores, smart appliances could handle laundry, dishes, even grocery shopping, freeing up your time for more enjoyable activities. But this level of automation does raise questions about potential downsides.
Yeah.
The article points out that security and privacy concerns that come with interconnected devices.
Yeah, that's a good point. The idea of my house being vulnerable to hackers
Yeah.
is a bit unsettling. And
Yeah.
it is a bit unnerving to think about how much data these systems would be collecting on my daily routines.
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
On the one hand, smart home tech offers enhanced security features like interconnected cameras,
Mm.
motion sensors, and smart locks. But this interconnectedness also creates new vulnerabilities. And then there's the issue of data privacy. Who has access to all this information? Our homes are gathering, and how is it being used? These are questions we need to consider carefully.
For sure. It's a bit of a double-edged sword then. More security, but also more potential points of vulnerability. And it's not just about individual homes. The article goes on to discuss the broader societal impacts of smart homes. It specifically raises concerns about potential socioeconomic disparities.
That's a crucial point. Smart homes, at least initially, are likely to be quite expensive, potentially creating a divide between those who can afford these advancements and those who cannot. And as these technologies become more integrated into daily life, we need to think about equitable access and how to ensure that everyone benefits, not just a select few.
Yeah, that's an important point. It's like a whole new level of digital divide where access to technology could have a significant impact on quality of life. And what about jobs? If homes are doing more and more for us, what happens to the people whose work involves those tasks?
It's true that increased automation in homes could lead to job displacement in fields like home maintenance, cleaning, and other domestic services. It's a complex issue, and finding ways to adapt and create new opportunities will be important. As this technology evolves, the article also connects the rise of smart homes to potential shifts in urban planning.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting angle. How do individual smart homes connect to the design of entire cities?
Well, think about it. If individual homes become more energy efficient, rely more on renewable energy sources,
Yeah.
and even generate their own power, that could have a ripple effect on how cities manage energy consumption and distribution. Imagine entire neighborhoods designed with smart infrastructure, optimizing everything from traffic flow to waste management.
Wow, it's like those futuristic cityscapes
Yeah.
you see in movies, with everything interconnected and optimized for efficiency. But how realistic is that vision?
Elements of it are already happening. We're seeing a growing trend towards smart buildings and energy-efficient urban design. And with the rise of smart apartments, we're seeing these technologies integrated into multi-unit dwellings as well, offering tenants greater control and personalization within a shared living space.
Okay, so we've discussed the potential societal shifts, but I want to bring it back to a more personal level. The article dives into some specific potential transformations that could happen within our own homes, and some of these ideas are pretty mind-boggling.
Absolutely. The article takes us beyond the current capabilities of smart home technology and envisions a future where homes are truly personalized and responsive to our needs and preferences. Let's start with home automation. Beyond what we see today, remember that smart fridge that can order groceries?
Oh, yeah, the one that had me wondering about the future of grocery stores.
Right. Imagine that concept expanded to other areas of the home, ovens that automatically adjust cooking time and temperature based on the recipe, washing machines that select the perfect settings for different fabrics. Your home would essentially anticipate your needs and take care of those everyday tasks, leaving you free to focus on other things.
Wow. It's like having a team of invisible helpers. But the article goes even further, suggesting our homes could actually adapt to our moods.
Now that's where things get really interesting. Imagine a living room that senses your stress levels and adjusts the lighting, music, and even temperature to create a more relaxing atmosphere. Or a bedroom that optimizes the environment for sleep, helping you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed.
It's almost like the house becomes an extension of yourself, reflecting and responding to your emotional state.
Exactly. While some of these concepts might seem far-fetched, we're already seeing the building blocks. With technologies like smart lighting that can change color and brightness based on preset moods. As AI and sensor technology advance, it's not difficult to imagine these systems becoming even more sophisticated.
Okay, so maybe the mood sensing house isn't so far off after all. But what about this idea of furniture rearranging itself? That seems straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It does. But there are already prototypes
Mm.
of robotic furniture that can move and reconfigure themselves based on programmed commands. Imagine a living room that transforms into a home office during the day and then back into a cozy entertainment space in the evening, all with a few taps on your smartphone.
Wow, no more struggling to rearrange heavy furniture. That would be incredible. But before we get too lost, in these futuristic possibilities, there's one more aspect I want to touch on, the concept of the home. As a hub for remote work and learning, it's something many of us are already experiencing. But the article suggests it will become even more central to our lives.
Absolutely. And smart homes are well suited. To support this shift, imagine dedicated workspaces with built-in noise cancellation, ergonomic furniture that adjusts to your body, and smart displays that seamlessly connect you to your work tools and resources. Your home could become a truly personalized and productive workspace.
It's like having a state-of-the-art office right in your own home. But what about the potential downsides? It seems like it could be really difficult to maintain work-life balance when your home is also your office.
That's a valid concern. As the lines between work and personal life continue to blur, it becomes even more important to establish boundaries and create spaces that promote both productivity and relaxation. Smart home technology could actually play a role in helping us achieve that balance. Imagine systems that automatically disconnect you from work notifications after a certain hour, or create calming environments to help you unwind at the end of the day.
So instead of adding to the stress of always being on, smart homes could actually help us create healthier boundaries and routines.
Exactly. The key takeaway here is that smart homes aren't just about gadgets and automation. It's about creating a living space that supports our well-being and helps us live our best lives.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from daily life transformations to potential societal shifts. But the article doesn't stop there. It also offers some thought-provoking concluding remarks about our role in shaping the future of smart homes.
That's right. This deep dive has given us a lot to think about. But the conversation doesn't end here. The article challenges us to consider not just how smart homes will change our lives, but how we want to shape those changes.
It seems like we've only just scratched the surface of this topic, and there's still so much to consider. What really struck me was how the article emphasizes that we're not just passive recipients of this technology. We have agency in shaping how smart homes evolve and what role they play in our lives.
Yeah, it's true. The article's concluding line really drives that point home. It says, the question isn't whether smart homes will change the way we live, it's how we will adapt to and shape these changes as they unfold.
That's a fantastic quote, and it really highlights the responsibility we have in navigating this technological shift. It's not about blindly embracing every new gadget, but about thoughtfully considering what kind of future we want to build.
And that future is being shaped right now through the choices we make as consumers, the regulations our governments implement, and the conversations we have about the ethical implications of these technologies.
This deep dive was meant to equip you with some of the knowledge and insights you need to participate in those conversations. We explored the incredible potential of smart homes to enhance our lives, but we've also acknowledged the challenges and concerns that come with this level of technological integration.
The article's ending serves as a powerful reminder that technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The future of smart homes isn't predetermined. It's something we're actively shaping through our decisions and actions.
So we've gone from exploring the nuts and bolts of smart home technology to contemplating its wider societal impacts, and even touching on some philosophical questions about the relationship between humans and technology.
It's been quite a journey, and I hope you found it as thought-provoking as I have.
Absolutely, and I hope it sparked some new questions and ideas for you, the listener. What aspects of smart home technology excite you the most? What concerns do you have? How do you envision these changes playing out in your own life and in the wider world?
These aren't just abstract concepts to be debated in academic circles. They're forces that will shape the homes we live in, the communities we build, and the future we create.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with a sense of empowerment. Don't just passively observe these changes as they happen. Engage with them, question them, help shape them. The future of our homes is, in many ways, up to us.
And with that, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the ever-evolving world of smart homes. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shaping the future. You want to see